Welcome back to another Unstoppable video. If you like the content or like bullying me, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to get more. Let's get into it. I know absolutely nothing about this game. I don't know what the point of it is. No idea. I didn't actually know there's a story
Medical
mode.
Examiner, Beatsville. Dr. Jack Hadman is speaking. How can I help you?
Good evening, this is Kate Brooks. I'm
Hello,
not sure
Kate
if you
Brooks.
remember me.
I
A few
don't.
weeks ago, we talked about an article I'm working on. It's about
Okay.
your wife. I dropped by last Friday to speak to you, but you weren't working at the time. I asked the security guard to pass on a note for me. I would like us to discuss the topic of...
I thought I had made it painfully obvious. For the last time. No! Please don't call me again and stop inquiring about my wife.
Is my wife dead?
Damn journalists. They don't let me work. God damn it.
I don't think you should be drinking at work.
I'm not in the best frame of mind to record a lecture for my students now. I'm feeling
That's my wife.
broken. Where did I leave my meds this time?
Okay, that helps a lot. Check the bathroom for my pills. Ugh. It's weird. It's not smooth at all.
They definitely pay me too little for this. They definitely pay me too little for this.
I couldn't find you at home. I'm starting to suspect you're avoiding me. Then fucking leave me alone. As you know, we like to write an article commemorating your wife's achievements. We would be delighted to talk to you about it. Along with this note, I'm also leaving my business card. I hope to find you at home or at the office. Wee.
Stephen didn't clean up after himself. Again.
Sure, blame it on Steven.
I guess it was.
I can just touch everything. Okay, let's go find my pills. Bathroom. The fucking bathroom in an alley? What is happening? It's dark as shit.
Okay. Time to pull myself together.
Rosa perv wanting to touch everything. What is wrong with you?
And get back to work.
Why do I work in a crack house?
Let's have the camera first.
Take the camera from the storage room. Bathroom felt like the storage room.
Now remember,
Got it.
Jack, don't forget, hit the record button this time.
This does not feel like a laboratory.
I don't see any need to mess with the electrics. They are flaky enough as it is.
I don't know, I'm gonna probably turn it on. It's dark as hell in this place. Place it on the tripod in dissecting room. I haven't even seen dissecting room. It's an exit. Ah.
Hopefully the new tripod is going to hold up.
Also, when I was reading about this game, it said they worked with like actual pathologists and stuff to. Oh, the cool. It does blur out the ween. They worked with actual pathologists and coroners and stuff, so they could get the anatomy correct, and then everything could be like super realistic. I thought that was cool that they worked with like actual professionals in the
I
field.
just have to get everything in frame.
Like the ween ore. Seems like a terrible angle. You're not gonna be able to see shit.
This should be fine. November 20th, 1991.
That's my birthday.
Time, 8:43 p.m.
Are you
Recording from medical
autistic by
students
chance?
from the University of
Probably,
Missouri.
yeah.
This autopsy is conducted by Jack Hand.
I've always thought I
Hello,
was.
everyone. Welcome to the autopsy room. Today, you will have the dubious pleasure of following a full autopsy, step by step. For those of you who have already performed your first autopsy, this will refresh your basic knowledge. In turn, for those whose knowledge is only theoretical, I advise not to watch this after a meal.
Okay, I need an apron. Am I wearing one? Oh, I think I'm wearing one. A mask. I'm glad it doesn't tell me where any of this stuff is. I'm looking at the
Let's start.
chalkboard. Tell students what is important in this profession.
Always
Safety.
wear an apron, mask, and gloves. Goggles are a must when the job is splashy. And in case of sharp accidents, it's worth having disinfectants at hand. It's true that you won't get ptomaine poisoning straight away, but if your liver or kidney aren't doing well, you may end up with diarrhea.
The spelling for everything was
The
weird.
cadaver is placed on its back on the autopsy table. The pathologist stands on the right of the deceased. Make sure that all the necessary tools
Why?
are always at hand so that you don't have to run around looking for something, like I do all the time.
Why do you have to stand to the
In the
right?
process of revealing and securing forensic evidence, it is difficult not to interfere with the original condition of the deceased. Written and photographic documentation plays a vital role throughout the entire examination process.
True.
During your research, be patient, inquisitive, but above all, attentive to detail. Many injuries are visible at first glance, but sometimes they can be cover for more interesting stories. And lastly, remember that nothing teaches you self-narration like working with the dead. So get used to that fact soon. Everyone will think you're talking to yourself. Now,
We good?
on to the police folder. That will contain all sorts of pertinent information as to who the deceased might be and what potentially happened to them. So, let's take a closer look, shall we? The deceased's name is Tobias Chambers.
It better not
locally
be.
known as Old Toby. Homeless and unemployed for at least a couple of years. The deceased was found on the outskirts of a parking lot at a gas station, where he often begged and persistently offered drivers to wash their car windows. The body was noticed by a station employee during the morning shift.
Poor guy.
Initially, he thought that someone had thrown some boots and a coat in a nearby ditch. It took him a moment to recognize the pile of clothes as the body of him. He worked most of his life at the local port dealing with unloaded cargo. He was fired for being drunk and starting fights. His son runs a hardware store on his own. His wife left him years ago. They both had no contact with the deceased. Signs of libation were found around the body. Empty bottles.
I don't know what
traces of an
libation
attempt
is.
to start a fire, and a scattered makeshift blanket.
Froze to death?
That's it. It's worth remembering the context around the scene of a death. This allows you to better interpret any traces found on the body. I
Venus.
shouldn't start the procedure without gloves.
I don't know. I'm using those ones. Those are used already.
Now it's our turn to take some pictures for our files. If I can just remember where I left the camera.
It's in this glowing
There
drawer.
you are. I knew it was here somewhere. As I mentioned at the beginning, before we begin the internal examination, we need to document the cadaver and the condition it arrived in. We begin with a full body photo. Try and stick to the top-down rule, but this is not always possible. Let's keep in mind it's all about the legibility, not the perfect frame.
Let's just take a general photo. I'm trying to get full body.
Voila, now we move on to the next step.
Okay.
Look for traces. Take your time. Look at the corpse from different sides, from different angles, up close, and from a distance. You're looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Like this scar. No. What about the bruising on the knees? Do I need to zoom in?
The poorly healed wound. Looks old. I'll take a closer look later.
Check if he's pregnant first. Why would I check if he's pregnant? What would that even... Like, that plays zero part into his death. He would have had to die giving birth. Something just flashed. Is it the frostbite in his toes? It's this foot.
Some wounds in the feet and signs of frostbite.
Yeah, the other one had signs of
Some
frostbite.
shoes were too small. Hardened hands, worn out by physical work, and frostbite.
Okay, we got it. He froze. It was cold out there. Head trauma.
That's something interesting. It will be
Someone
necessary
killed
to
him.
check whether this injury was severe enough to cause damage to the brain.
Kind of just looks like a skin wound, but
In a moment,
the
we will
coloration.
check which of our initial observations will be worthy of further consideration. But before we get to that, I need to write down some basic data.
Perform the autopsy. All right. Where do I start? I like that it doesn't. It told me everything except that.
Scalpel, scissors, syringe.
Yeah, let me pick
magnifying
it up.
glass, knife.
I don't want to talk about it. Let me pick it up.
I guess I forgot to clean the knife.
Oh my god. The fuck's a sink? This knife? It's like a butcher's knife. What is happening? No, I got it. Do I pick up the knife? I don't want to talk about. You know, I got it.
Scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife.
So let me. Okay. Where do I start then? Perform the autopsy. I don't know how to perform an autopsy. I would have started with a knife. Tool wheel at hand.
Personal information.
Oh.
The deceased was
Sorry.
unclothed. Date. Okay. As you can see, I note everything down on previously prepared forms. Every pathologist must keep a detailed record of every step of the autopsy. This
Correct.
not only allows you to track the procedure, but also collates the results together, upon which you may back up your conclusions. So, enough of the boring prep.
62.
Let's begin by taking a closer look at the spots I photographed earlier. For this, you're going to need a magnifying glass. Which spot first?
It's an old wound. Probably the head.
I can confirm the presence of ecchymosis on the deceased man's head. The appearance indicates the intravital nature of the wound. Add alcohol, which I can clearly smell, and this was an accident just waiting to happen.
Okay. This is clearly
That's a
old.
burn mark, no doubt painful, but it's not pertinent for this case.
Nope. It's fully healed. Well, not fully, but it's scarred.
Here we can see frostbite on the fingertips. We can tell by the characteristic skin color.
Thank you. How do I do the other? Oh.
Definitely a painful mix of frostbite, abrasions, and blisters. Old Toby had been wearing shoes too small for him for a very long time.
Yeah.
That's if he wore any at all. So far, there are a lot of superficial wounds, but only one serious injury to the head. Let's go back to our notes.
Can we look at this one? On the clipboard mannequin. Oh, clipboard.
First, I mark the location of the injuries and make notes for each one. The head wound. Definitely an important clue. This is something we'll investigate. Even though this type of wound didn't contribute to the deceased's death, we're still required to record. We're not in frost season yet. But high humidity, wind, and the inability to warm up can also be causes of frostbite. If Toby's
Maybe
body
using
was
a
cold
freezer.
for a prolonged period, the frostbite could have resulted from the body's defense reaction. The safety of the internal organs is more important than fingers, nose, or ears. As you can see, we don't have much to go on. Let's write down what preliminary causes of death we can think of. Various types of accidents are a common cause of death among the homeless and the elderly. Perhaps old Toby slipped and accidentally hit his head.
No, I
This
think
is
using a
close to
freezer.
us. Considering the conditions in which he slept, his body may have become hypothermic. The nights
Who
of
thinks using a
were
freezer,
musty
chat?
We will check if there are any signs of freezing internally. Since the deceased clearly smelled of alcohol, I'll add alcohol poisoning to our list. We still have one thing left from the basics.
Banish.
Rigor mortis. Well, we take our deceased by the hand. Gradually we raise it.
I think I raised it too much. I thought I was the box. Oh, I gotta raise it with the box? Whoa.
Now let it go. As you can see, the hand falls loose. What's the conclusion? Death must have occurred more than 72 hours ago. The police
How the fuck did that show
information is
rigor
correct.
mortis? Okay. What am I clicking?
Head trauma seems the
Okay.
most promising, so we'll start there. With this, I need an oscillating saw. The cut is made from ear to ear.
Whoa, what is happening?
After which, we remove the skin and the top of the skull. After the basic
This is the
examination,
brain.
we can see that the brain's cerebral gyri in both hemispheres are symmetric.
Shut the hell
Brain
up.
looks
Okay.
good. Let's take a cross section.
Look at flap. Uh,
Some pathologists prefer to examine organs without removing them. However, for me, it's much more convenient to examine them on a board. Which
yeah.
we'll do now.
Leave the body. Where's the cutting board? Oh!
Holding a long, narrow blade knife in the dominant hand, we slowly cut the cranial nerves on both sides.
What am I
all the
looking
time
at?
Pulling the brain towards us.
Oh, this is tough. I like the mechanics of the game, though.
So far, so good. The hematoma seems to have had no effect on the brain.
Told you.
We can rule the fatal accident out as well. Brain is in good condition, so we have no choice but to proceed to the internal examination of the other organs. I grab a scalpel from my kit.
Scalpel.
Incision should be in the shape of a letter Y.
Yep.
We use a deep cut to reach all the way to the ribs and to penetrate the abdominal wall.
There's no way they're doing this cut with a scalpel. That's thick. Sometimes my scalpel couldn't get through like an eye membrane.
All right. Now we
Mine
go
wasn't
back and
professional,
separate the
though.
skin.
Why you got no pubes? What am I doing? How do I go back to empty hand? Okay.
Now, we need to remove the ribs. We'll need the loppers for this.
We need to pin the skin. Jack the Ripper. Cut open the first body. Hell yeah. Those are crazy. They are sharp, but like, that's like, you're cutting through like an inch of skin. Select the loppers. What the fuck is a lopper? Huh. And remove the ribs. Oh, it just did it.
Crunch, for some anyway. After removing the cartilage tissue, we instantly noticed two things. First,
His lungs are fucking black.
The internal organs. This means that although the deceased was hypothermic, it didn't kill him. Secondly, the deceased smoked like a chimney. So
Yeah.
we should take a closer look at those lungs.
How do I...
We can see widespread black and tarry deposits.
Yeah, I could see that
Despite
before
the
we
tragic
even...
condition of the lungs, they are not the cause of death. Alice smoked too. It didn't kill her, but...
Is Alice my wife? I can see into the lung.
Lungs. Yes. Advanced inflammation.
Mark the damage. How do we know though? Because all we did was look at it. My lungs for real. Probably shouldn't be. Select the syringe and take
the syringe. Now's a good time to collect some, specifically 3.
the eye.
Vitreous humor analysis is very useful in indicating long-term alcohol abuse.
Mine would probably say, damn.
5 milliliters from the left ventricle should do it. Left on the bladder, we draw about 10 milliliters of fluid. Now we take our samples to the centrifuge, but before I do that, I need to find my notebook. My dyscalculia means that I always double-check the settings. Please excuse me while I run and fetch it.
The settings of what? Retrieve the notebook from the office with the necessary values to run centrifuge. I haven't even seen a centrifuge in here. Oh, it's right there. Am I supposed to guess where it is? Or what it looks like? Oh.
This whole thing is covered in stains.
Did the front of it straight to say centrifuge?
Sometime.
Why would it say that? I bought the game and downloaded it. Use a centrifuge.
We put all of the samples into the rotor.
You don't put them next to each other.
Now, we set the appropriate time and speed.
15 minutes, 70% speed.
Okay, let's roll.
Centrifuge is taking it. Oh, god damn it. Now scary shit's gonna happen.
Where were we? Oh yes, the blood alcohol concentration.
It didn't finish.
Let's see what we've got here.
Probably fucking nothing.
Everything's separated as it should. Our lab is closed until tomorrow after the last, incident. However, considering that Toby's favorite eau de parfum appears to be ethanol, I'm guessing the results won't surprise me at all.
Okay.
Let's go further. We will now focus on the cardiovascular system, specifically the heart.
It's like a loaf of bread.
We remove the organ and examine it closely. We look for dark hypoxic areas, clots, or other elements that stand out as abnormal. At first glance, the heart looks
There's a hole
fine.
in it.
The pulmonary trunk and aorta seem to be in good condition. There are no pathological changes that would have contributed to Toby's death.
What about the hole in the side of it? That's not normal. So why does his heart look so good if he smokes so much?
Now let's take a closer look at the stomach. Size
He's
is
got a
normal,
tiny stomach.
healthy. Pick color.
I'm convinced this guy isn't dead. That looks like a bird.
And as expected, the stomach has no major external damage. We must now cut it open and inspect inside.
The heart? Or the
We will do it
stomach?
carefully so that its contents do not spill out.
The hell was that? What happened to the brain?
We open the stomach
Oh
along
my
the greater
God.
curvature, from the heart to the pyloric end. Oh, I already feel like there's something left inside. Okay,
Whew.
large amount of gas, small amounts of yellow, grayish food content.
Gas?
resembling some kind of meat.
How the fuck you see
Either the
gas?
deceased hadn't eaten in days, or the bulk of his stomach had already found a way out. Looks like I'll have to find the missing contents.
How the fuck do you just say there's a ton of gas in there? How do you know?
There are two
Drink,
ways.
damn it.
One is obvious, and the other is... It couldn't have been suffocation, could it? I'll add this to the list and move on to the deceased's neck.
How do we decide if he froze to death?
At first glance, the trachea looks normal.
It'd be crazy to just hold a trachea. There's buildup in his trachea.
Same result as with the stomach. The external inspection doesn't tell us anything. This
It looks
time
like
we'll
an
cut on a
alien.
tray.
This time we'll do what?
While cutting such a small organ as the trachea, we must make a precise incision.
Why is a metal tray more precise than a
To be
cutting
able to
board?
cut with the very tip of the blade, we must hold the scalpel as we would a pen. And after careful examination and deduction, we've got it. A clogged trachea. It's time to
Yeah,
separate
that's
the whole
insane. What did I say? Freezer? Still your dick in it. Stick it in your ass. Suck it. What is wrong with you guys? I was thinking that it kind of looked like an alien from Men in Black.
Based on the report and preliminary documentation, it's safe to assume that the deceased passed out after consumption of alcohol and then fell asleep
Oh,
on
he
his bed.
choked on his own vomit and died.
Then the
That's
gastric
actually
contents
terrible.
refluxed and flooded the airways, causing death.
Note the main cause of death.
That's why we don't
Asphyxiation.
forget about the recovery position at dorm parties.
That's why you always sleep on your side. You suck at your job. How do I suck at my job? Just found out how he died. don't know if you should be putting probably in your reports. Slightly accident.
And now it's all clear. The death, the mystery is solved.
Why the fuck
But
did
for
it zoom
us,
in like that?
this is not the end. First, the dead body needs to be cleaned up.
What is happening? Oh, whoa. That's hard as shit. Alright, well that's the signature. I was gonna write boner, but couldn't. The fuck are you? I tried to do boner and that's what came up.
For this, we will need to close the body and
I wanna
grab the
the
needle.
wiener.
First, we unroll the skin flaps.
For being an alcoholic, he wasn't very fat.
And then, we sew the deceased back up.
They don't actually stitch it back up. They use the skin and like intertwine it. Oh, I'm dumb.
I'm using the baseball stitch technique. This stitching method is very strong and quick to do.
Wiener.
Beautiful. Now we say goodbye to the deceased and put them safely in the fridge, ready for the next
Bye,
step of their
deceased.
journey.
Which fridge? This one? No, that's out of order. This is the fridge, right?
God, I'm tired. I'll drop these
Put
samples
first
off
body in the
at
fridge.
bar.
Head to my car. I'm supposed to be doing autopsies.
I'll call Steven. I don't feel like drinking alone today.
Who's Steven? Finish the prologue. Oh yeah, that was only a prologue. The fuck is that? Am I supposed to walk to that? Oh. Is it a dream? Is it my wife? What type of autopsy is this guy getting? Am I right? Okay, it's moving a lot. I'm gonna throw up. Now I'm the autopsied. I think that would have been scary if they used anything besides just bones.
Forgive me.
His wife.
What?
I turned the motion blur off.
Ah, fuck.
Why the fuck do you have shoes on in
I should
bed?
take my pills.
Am I drunk? I turned motion blur off just for this reason. And I'm gonna throw up.
God, light everywhere.
Where's the bathroom in this place?
It's just too dirty to use.
I'm not trying to use it, I'm trying to find a pill.
It's a shame these won't help with my hangover.
What are they helping with then?
The fucking phone.
Thank God. Where is it? Oh, I'm blind.
Okay. I know I'm late. I'll be there soon. It's not like the dead are impatient.
True.
No.
Alice? Who is this?
It's Charlotte Graves.
Oh. God, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you. I thought it was work calling.
It's okay. I hate it when work calls me at home, too. How is everything? We haven't talked since... you know.
Since my fucking wife died?
There are good days, and there are bad days.
God damn it, you
What can I
never
say?
changed my shit
At least
over.
I can hide away at work.
Well, you always were the most comfortable in the dissecting room. Listen, I have an unusual request.
Okay.
No, we changed my shit over.
It's nothing serious. I just wanted to ask. Do you have any pictures of Alice? Maybe one where the two of us are together? I'd love to have something to remind me of her.
I guess. I'm not sure. I'll look through her things.
Thank you. I'm sorry to trouble you with this. All this can't be easy for you.
I'll get through it somehow. I've been meaning to sort through her stuff for a while. Have you asked Stephen if he has anything?
Yes, I spoke with him this morning. He said he gave everything to their mother and that I should ask you.
I see.
Jack, I know you're trying. That you cope somehow. Stephen's there for you. Although, well, we all know how he can be. But, I mean, if you wanted to reminisce about Alice, talk.
I really should go now. I overslept, I'm late for work, and I still have some errands to run away.
Look like you're nightly.
Okay, sure. Sorry to keep you.
I'll look for something and send it over. Thanks for the call, and bye.
Oh, do you have my address?
Not on hand. You'd best remind me again.
292 Browning Lane, apartment 432, Johnson City, New York, 13790.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Am I supposed to write that down somewhere?
Just miss her so much.
Yeah, me too. And that's okay. Really, no problem.
Thank you. Take care, Jack.
You too, Charlotte. It was nice to hear you. Well, that was a bit unexpected. I should probably find something to send.
Why the fuck would I just have a photo of my wife that I want to give away in an envelope? She can have this one of her smoking. Okay, I guess she can't. Can she have this postcard?
The view isn't spectacular, but why does that car look familiar?
What picture of my wife can she have?
The remnants of last night's binge with Stephen.
God,
I'm not sure if it's still edible.
You saw that, right? That made my, like, fucking asshole pucker a little bit.
It's always good
Damn.
to have something for a rainy day.
Damn. Got racks. Was she fucking pregnant, too?
I wasn't able to support her through this. Till death do us part. It was a miracle that the coffee didn't wash off the writing. And that she said yes. She got it for her first day of work, and she broke it the same day. She said it was
That's
for
tough.
luck. Alice and Charlotte in Amsterdam. It would be better if Charlotte had this. It deserves to be on display, and not hidden in a drawer.
Why is this one different than all the rest? He didn't cry when he picked up all the other ones.
It's been almost a year.
Don't care. Sorry, that's rude. What was your binge? You had spaghetti and meatballs? And 3 beers? I need an envelope. How the hell do I find an envelope in this place? Found it. Ask and you shall receive, am I right?
Okay, time to go to work. I'm seriously late.
Same. Post a letter in the mailbox.
Oh shit. Almost left the door open.
Almost, I
Should
did
grab
leave the
some
door
coffee
open.
and aspirin on the way.
How many pills do I need? I just took 2 somethings. What floor am I on? Should I have taken the... I'll try to take the elevator on the next floor. So that's the bottom. Bright as fuck now. Which way do I need to go? Cigarettes. Who's letting go an entire pack of cigarettes? Post a letter in the mailbox. Where's the mailbox? Oh, found it.
I hope this helps, Charlotte. Okay, all done here. Time to go.
Time to go to work. There was running after that. Get in my car and leave. What do I drive? This?
Ugh, damn, I forgot my jacket. Ah, well, I'll brave it for tonight. Too bad.
Now I'm scared. Oh, my
And
titties.
fresh. At least it's peaceful here.
This is the job site? Nothing bad even needs to happen in my life for me to know this is haunted. This is just a
Good
building.
evening, Mr. Ridley.
Oh. Where do I go?
Has Steven delivered the body?
Mm-hmm.
Did he leave it where he usually does?
Uh-huh.
As always, it's a real pleasure talking to you.
If you say so.
I wanted to check out the coffins.
Some corpses have more personality than this guy.
Wasn't this closed last time? It said I couldn't go in there. kill for a pizza? Is this my office?
Christ. Who leaves the window open in the middle of November? So I'd better check the answering machine.
Get rid of the draft.
Mom always said not to accept sweets from strangers.
Why?
Hi, Jack. I dropped by a little early today. I left the body with Ridley in the corridor. He wasn't sitting in the locker then, so maybe he'll even throw him into the room. Well, how are you doing?
My wife's
I mean, it's
dead.
your first birthday without her, and
It's my birthday?
this,
Did I know that?
I still have a hangover, and you know me, I run to the John like the neighbor's fucking dog. You know, today I slipped on his shit again. That fucking furball. He always has to shit next to my car. Anyway, I can't come over in the evening, but we'll catch up on the weekend, okay? Bye. I almost forgot. Charlotte called me this morning. She asked about you, so answer your calls, Jack. This time it's not a reprimand for being late.
That's par for the course. I wonder when this clown will learn to look under his feet. Birthday. I actually forgot it was today. Alice baked me muffins like these.
Why am I
every birthday.
inspecting it? Something wrong with? Can I just eat it?
Okay, joke's over.
Okay.
Apron, gloves, and get to work.
Put on the apron, hanging in the dissecting room. That room was closed off last time. Apron. Find some protective gloves to wear.
I need to order
Gloves.
another batch of these. I've got to remember to do that later.
I never turned it off.
Ah, man. I remember you. You were on that talent show. What was your name
What?
again? Steven laughs at me for recording everything. He says I have a bigger collection of stuff like this than most of the creeps he's caught. November 21st,
Steven a cop?
1991. Time, 9:13 p.m. The autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman.
Why would you
Lecture
do
for
an
the Medical
autopsy at
University
9
of Missouri.
p.m.?
After yesterday's lecture, you should already know the ins and outs, so today we'll be consolidating our knowledge. So, where do I start? That's right, release folder. Ah, yes, Samantha Barker. Now I remember, there's probably going to be a lot of chatter about
I
this.
think my dog shit my bed. Nope.
When questioned, friends admitted that Samantha's last days before losing contact seemed extremely happy and relaxed. She also quit drinking alcohol and mentioned something about rehab. The friend also admits that
Loser.
there was no indication of an impending tragedy. Found in her own apartment by police patrol, officers were called by a concerned friend of the deceased, who had been unable to contact Barker for several days. During the interrogation, a friend of the deceased admitted that Samantha never got to grips with the sudden fame that came after winning such a high-profile talent show. After her first album became a commercial success, she was hit with a creative drought. She suffered panic attacks and severe sleep problems. Drugs and medication came into play.
I love this game.
The deceased was found in her own apartment, in a semi-recumbent position
Oh,
in an
D.
armchair. Large quantities of alcohol and empty packets of sleeping pills were also found in the apartment.
Alright, do we think
Let's see
accidental
what's up with
OD,
this matter.
suicide, murder? I'm feeling murder.
As you can see,
I'll give you a
the
look
body
at the
is fully
body.
clothed. Therefore,
Look at the
before we move
neck.
on to photographic documentation,
Look
we
at the
must remove
stomach.
clothes. This time, we don't
Look at
have
the
to focus on
knees,
clothes
the
too much.
feet.
However, There are cases where a clothing
The neck
analysis
feels
can
like
lead to the cause of death.
strangulation or something. Pick up the photo camera.
Okay, now we can continue with the examination. Again, begin by taking photographs of the cadaver. I guarantee that over time it will cease being embarrassing.
I'm going murder. Everyone get your stuff in.
First, we photograph the whole body. And now, any suspicious looking marks or wounds.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Interesting. Very uneven. We need to investigate this. You don't get such bruises from a normal contusion.
Junkie arms. She
Yes,
fighting?
I've seen this many times.
I like that he didn't elaborate.
Well, there's even more here.
I like that he's still not elaborating. Those knees aren't an indication of anything? Like a dislocated shoulder. He didn't even say anything that time.
What we need to look into here. Notes prepared. Time to take a closer look. Some furrows have imprinted more strongly, others less, as if someone was, undecided. The number of bruises suggests that there may have been some kind of tussle.
That looks like dislocation, especially where the bruising is.
Such bruises are caused by either a very
Typical
heavy blow
Ozempic
or
ad.
by some internal
Real.
issues. And here's something interesting. The skin of the deceased is covered with numerous blisters. Some of them are ruptured.
Why is her hand
Others still
necrotic?
contain fluid residue.
What was the last thing? Feet? Why is it always the feet?
More numerous blisters. We have some leads to investigate here. Let's write this down. On the
Neck.
neck of the deceased, we can see clear furrows, indicating that strangulation may be the probable cause of death. Given the condition of the deceased, it's difficult to tell immediately whether the bruises were the result of a struggle. Currently, it's difficult to say whether the bruises were the result of a beating, or whether it could be some kind of internal bleeding. In general, such blisters usually
Well,
appear in the case
internal
of
bleeding could
acute
also be from a
abrasions,
beating.
but
It's
in the
not, like,
place of occurrence,
exclusive.
this should be excluded. The most likely cause of such skin changes
Alright, guys,
is a
let's
high
calm
concentration
down.
of barbiturates in the body. Although it's easier to have abrasions on your feet, but the number and size of the blisters suggests that it's probably a matter of barbiturate poison. A severed spinal cord, trauma to the larynx, or trachea will verify.
I didn't know
whether
barbiturate
the
poisoning
hand was
caused
the final
fluid
nail in Miss
buildup.
Barker's coffin. Examination with a UV lamp will dispel some doubts.
Oh, suicide by strangulation. I'm sticking to murder, though.
After examining the organs, we can easily verify whether there was internal bleeding or whether the deceased was suffering from something. I'll add barbiturates to the list of necessary tests.
A lot of things make me want to go back to school.
Given the testimony of the
Chat, for those that don't know, this is what I was going to do.
alcohol poisoning to the list of potential
This was
causes
gonna
of
be my
Miss Barker's
job.
Death. A blood test will no doubt quickly verify that hypothesis. But first I'll check for external traces. For this we use the good old UV lamp.
Where the fuck is that? What? It's a handheld one.
I look carefully at the whole body. UV
How do I
rays
turn
will
it on?
reveal any traces. The
Of
area
what?
around the head is empty.
Traces of what?
Torso. Empty, without marks. Legs, there's nothing here.
What am I looking for?
Right hand clean. The left hand seems to be fine. No marks. Ah, well, nothing to surprise us here. Now gently, we take the deceased by the hand. And we check for rigor mortis.
No. No.
Again, the hand falls freely. Since we don't have a definitive lead, we will examine all the key organs one by one.
I don't think I could legally become a pathologist and stream autopsies. I think that would be a breach of a lot of things. What am I doing?
So, I'm starting the internal inspection.
Oh, but I didn't need to do anything there. Select the scalpel and begin cutting.
I dissect
Thank
the
you.
skin of the deceased.
That's her belly button?
And I proceed to deflect the skin flaps. Compared with yesterday's body, the deceased
I
has
feel like you
only
gotta
trace
cut the
amounts of
membrane. I
adipose
feel like that
tissue.
doesn't just go open.
Now for the ribs.
Coloring is off.
What do we have here?
She was also a
Or
heavy
rather,
smoker.
What don't we have? There is certainly no sign of internal bleeding. Before I disembowel the deceased, I will take samples for toxicological tests to determine the alcohol content in the body. I just need
We did
my
that
syringe.
first? I feel like we did that first. I feel like the lung was already out when we did that last time.
Just to be sure, I'm taking samples from 3 organs. The
The eye.
eyeball, the heart, and the bladder. Analysis will rule out, or confirm, alcohol poisoning as the cause of death. I'll transfer these to the centrifuge.
Why do I need the notebook every time? I remembered it. 15 minutes, 70%.
What was it? 15, 70, 10,
And if it's different, that's bullshit, because why would it be switching? Pick it up.
Numbers have never been my strong point. It's probably why I regularly forgot birthdays and anniversaries. I'm lucky Alice always forgave me.
I think he misses his dead wife. Just a hunch.
Gently does it with this old thing. Handle with kid gloves.
That's 70, right?
I'm starting the centrifuge. Let's see what results come out.
My eye itches so bad.
The laboratory is already open, so... Fucking hell! Ridley! Mr. Ridley! The fuses need resetting. Where is he? Fuck it. I'll do it myself.
How the fuck I can't even see? I feel like I'm being like punked or something. How the hell am I supposed to see this? I feel like you're trying to scare me by redeeming shit. You can't scare me when I'm in the dark. Oh. Check the breakers in the storeroom. So that actually can and does scare me. My palms got immediately sweaty. That's actually insane. That it was like a wave came over them. Unfortunately, the storeroom is right there. That's what I have to go in. I think. Actually, I think that was the one. Oh, please just don't do
First
it.
the right, and then the left.
Why that order?
And voila.
I don't want to turn around.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can't I work in peace?
I feel like it's like I feel like he's just hallucinating stuff. For one, because of where he works, but for two, all of the pills, and then what's been happening with his wife.
Jack Hanman speaking.
Easy, why so rude?
Steve? Sorry, man. This place is falling apart, and Ridley won't even lift a finger to help. You just can't work here.
Is Ridley dead?
Strip the fuses again.
Yeah, eventually everything's gonna go up in smoke.
Look on the bright side. It's free cremation with your autopsy.
Jesus, stop it. That shit pisses me off.
Where would he be if he's not in the morgue?
Sorry, Jack. Anyway, I'm calling to ask how the autopsy's going. Soon there'll be journalists sniffing around for info, so best be ready.
I'll whiz through this in a couple of hours. It doesn't look like a complicated case to me. More of a formality. The report will be available in the morning.
Sounds great. Thanks. Phew. How's your head?
Well, my head seems better than yours. On the way to what?
Holy fuck.
What? What's happening?
Quiet.
A 3-car police convoy was involved in an accident near Pete's Bay Bridge while transporting prisoners to Orleans Parish Prison. At the moment, we do not know the exact number of victims or whether any of the convicts escaped. However, the scale of the accident indicates a large number of victims, possibly even fatal ones. Police are on their way to investigate the incident and secure the area. We know that the injured prisoners are on death row. The police were to transport them to their execution, which was to take place tomorrow morning. Many of them are very dangerous criminals. We will report on the matter on an ongoing basis, so stay tuned with us.
What? What? Stephen, was Red Pete one of the passengers?
Oh, his
He
wife was
wasn't he? What if he
murdered.
survived?
Jack, I have to go. They want me on site.
What if he survived?
I gotta
No,
go.
that's
Talk to you
terrible.
later, okay?
Fuck. Calm down, Jack. Pills. I need my
God,
pills.
I hate that motion blur shit.
You heard him, Jack. A
the
serious
bathroom?
accident. Lots of victims. He's definitely dead. Yes.
That's sad. His wife was murdered.
Nothing's going to happen.
Probably wouldn't have taken him with your gloves. Don't do that. God, I'm gonna throw up.
Christ. I've got to get back to work.
So do you think they're gonna bring in the bodies of the dead people, and then like one of the dead people isn't gonna be dead or something? The body's gonna disappear because it's a It's like one of the inmates trying to escape. I'm gonna keep going. I don't want to turn around. I'm fine,
Technical break.
actually.
At least I know I can pursue a career as a janitor if I need to.
Okay, well now I feel like a lot of weird shit's. I thought it was gonna be like just subtle things the whole time. Now I feel like it's just gonna happen constantly.
Let's see if we were able to get anything out of this piece of crap.
Oh.
And miraculously, yes, the samples did spin. I'll transfer them to the chromograph in the lab.
There's a rack. I don't remember placing him into a rack before. What rack? Did I put them in a rack before? I genuinely don't know where I'm supposed to put this. Into the rack. Oh, I'm not in the lab. Am I? No, I'm in the dissecting room. So which one's the lab? Bathroom. That's the exit. Am I dumb? Samples in the lab. That's the front door. That's not the lab. Security room. I think I might be dumb. Where's the lab? Did I walk past it? Is that the lab? Yes.
Alright, let's load this up.
To the rack. Is this the rack? Oh, that's not the rack.
Place the test tubes in the rack.
What? Oh, this thing. I remember doing pipettes.
Liters from each. Precisely.
I used to do pipettes. I'm doing it. What's happening?
And the next.
Well, I think I'd actually have to get a new one. Why do I do 10 with this one?
More.
Why would we mix them all into one thing? Why wouldn't we test all 3 of them separate?
We put the prepared sample into the machine.
Place collected sample.
Let's see what we have here. The results indicate that the deceased did consume alcohol shortly before her death. However, this is not an amount that could cause poisoning leading to death. Just slight inebriation.
Where the fuck are we seeing that? I'm not seeing that at all. The 5 milliliters in the blood? Okay, I don't know.
Return to the body and continue the rest of the examination. The chromatograph results show that we can eliminate alcohol poisoning from our list of potential causes of death. However, remember that alcohol can affect the functioning of the entire body. It disturbs the heart rhythm, accelerating its rate, and dilutes the blood, which may result in more severe bleeding in the event of an accident. Also remember that alcohol affects the metabolism of drugs in the liver, which I'll now look at in more detail. First, I'll pick up the syringe again.
Why?
I'll take samples from the liver and the heart to test the concentration of barbiturates in the body.
Why don't we just test barbiturates when we were testing alcohol?
That's enough. I'll do the test later.
Thanks.
I'd best not try my luck with the centrifuge right now. Now I removed the liver.
Pretty good looking liver, actually.
No lesions. However, it is slightly enlarged. Perhaps it's a slight inflammation or drug-induced damage. It may also be the result of the deposition of substances from drugs. Let's check the weight of the organ.
There's kind of some stuff on it right there. Weigh the liver at the scale.
The weight is 1,300 grams. The liver is enlarged.
Okay, well that looks different than when I was holding it, because now it looks fatty. Now that's a fatty liver. Now I look like I'm the dumb one.
To a cross-sectional study.
Yeah, your liver is
Perhaps
fat,
the
man.
enlargement is the result of early cancerous changes. The blade glides through smoothly. I don't feel like I'm encountering any changes with an unusual structure. No steatosis or cirrhosis. The liver is actually quite clean inside.
That's what I was thinking too, Doc. That made my heart like skip a beat. I'm not joking.
Alcohol. The question is, what about drugs or other substances? To the heart. Oh. At a glance, we can see signs of a heart attack. The deceased is definitely too young to have a heart attack due to natural causes. The liver is enlarged.
The enlarged veins.
And the heart looks like it is collapsed.
Coagulated blood.
I guess we need to go to the centrifuge and check for these barbiturates.
That means I have to leave the fucking room again.
I wonder how she was able to get hold of these drugs. The last time I saw this kind of poisoning was a few years ago. He was a middle-aged guy. He took his medication and forgot about it, so he took another pill. He forgot again and took another one.
You're not forgetting that
Another
much.
one, until he took the last one. That's why it's better to have amnesic drugs in boxes labeled with the days of the week. This sort of thing rarely happens anymore. Doctors tend to prescribe benzodiazepines. They are safer, but
Did it
still shouldn't be
change?
combined with alcohol.
Okay. I'm expecting I'm not going to look at it and then it's going to change numbers and it's going to be like, why'd you do that? How do I start it? $15 and $70. Oh, there's different pages. I'm dumb. 10 and 75.
We close the centrifuge.
And then we need 6 milliliters of it, not whatever the fuck it was.
It looks like our
I take
levels are-
20 pills a day. No, you don't. You can't swallow pills.
We can take the samples to the lab now.
I wonder why the speed and time would do something different depending on... Because what you're doing is separating, like, platelets from the blood. So why would you have to separate it at a different speed and a different time depending on what you're looking for? That just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why. So you're taking from the platelet. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're taking from the platelets or the blood to look for a certain thing. Then you would want it fully set. I don't know. Back to the rack. Just leave me alone, please.
Okay, 2 samples this time.
2 samples this time. That's not what they looked like when I separated them.
Well, let's see how much of it we find.
Maybe some of it you want platelets and blood? Maybe that's it. Is that a bag of Coke?
Nothing surprising. Significant amounts of phenobarbital metabolites of hepatic origin.
That's not good. See, but where is he reading that? I've not seen one thing that said that. It says there's barbiturates, and that's what it says.
Looks like I'll have to check the contents of the deceased's stomach.
don't want to. Can I just close my eyes? I'm looking at chat. It's not cheating.
The tests showed that the collected blood contained enough barbiturates to cause cardiopulmonary collapse. The question now is whether it was an accident or a deliberate act.
So, I mean, I said drug overdose at the beginning. Gonna find a penis in the stomach. Why the fuck would I find a penis in the stomach?
To examine the stomach.
Don't say that ever again.
I ligate the entire organ to prevent its contents from
You
spilling
do
out.
what? Is that something I need to do?
Okay, I'm now cutting out the organ.
Did you ligate it?
To the board for dissection.
Was there ligation that went on? It's funny how it moves. I don't think I can look at it anymore. I think I looked at it. Can we go? Oh, fuck you. There's a carrot. The fuck is that? What organ is this flat one? That, like, the liver's, like, encapsulated in. It's a thick knife.
Normally, the stomach and intestines are full of surprises.
All they'd find in mine is nothing. There'd be nothing in mine. I'm on a fast. I'm not, but better than the first thing I was gonna say.
But not this time. We
Damn!
see remnants of undigested food and a dense mass of pills.
A ton of
Don't take this
pills.
many drugs by accident.
That's a lot of, like, most of those aren't even digested. There's this green one up top. That's a full ass pill. This one is basically a full pill. That's crazy.
Length and width normal.
Cum.
No
I was
obvious
gonna say
pathological
cum.
changes. Undigested drugs found in the stomach of the deceased. The direct cause of death was probably an overdose.
How
I'll check the
black
rest
the
of
lungs
organs, and then the nervous system. We'll see how significant lungs are normal. No lesions. The victim was probably a smoker, but was unlikely to be in any serious danger.
Lungs are normal? They were black.
The deceased's trachea is normal. Complete patency. No, the deceased's intestine is normal. No clear pathological changes. Abdominal cavity checked off. We can check the brain. I make a cut to open the lid of the victim's skull.
What happened to her hair? I didn't do that.
Brain is normal. No obvious lesions. Alright. I need to dissect it on a board. Using a knife, I carefully cut through the brain tissue. As expected, the deceased's brain is in excellent condition.
How is that
discoloration or
expected?
Changes due to hypoxia. There is still the matter of the marks on the neck. They look superficial, but who knows? Maybe the spinal cord has been severed.
What? Oh, I forgot about the neck. I literally forgot about the neck. And that was my guess.
I need goggles and a saber saw. I think the goggles were in the desk drawer. Alice.
Why would you just randomly say Alice?
Saw. Oh, I know. I probably left it in the basement after its last cleaning.
Why the fuck would it be in the basement? Why would I have to go get it? Why are we working at 9 p.m.? Why are you hallucinating so much? I don't want to go to the fucking basement. Oh, fuck. Damn it. The first one, there wasn't even, like, I understand it's a prologue, and it's probably mainly just to teach you how to do an autopsy, but there wasn't even anything scary in the prologue. Bro might cry, gonna piss himself. I don't like scary games. I'm not kidding. When I first wanted to play this, I thought it was just an autopsy simulator. I was so excited to just do autopsies. And then today, when I was downloading it, excited to play on stream, that's when it was like, it's a horror game. And I was like, it's a what now, please?
Mr. Ridley, I need a key to the basement.
It's in the social room.
Why is the
And
key
then it's in
locked
the fucking
behind
social
door?
room.
Thank you.
Hey, Hammond. Did you hear about the convoy? Well, maybe you'll get a chance to relive your glory days and catch Red Beat again, huh?
Catch him again? What do you mean
Something won't be
again?
need for that. If only he could put that much enthusiasm into his work.
I didn't see anything that time, but I know what that indicates.
I get the feeling that searching through this rubbish is more pathogenic than working with corpses.
It's just somewhere around here. Oh.
Please, may this be the last trip.
Head to the basement and grab the spines. I actually don't know where the basement is. Is it this way? How do I get to the basement? It's a bathroom. Head to the basement, grab the spines. That's my office. Ridley, where the fuck is the basement? Who's drawn demons? Do I have to go outside first, maybe? Chat. Google how the hell I get to the basement. Bathroom. Go outside. Okay, thank you. Oh. Oh.
Fuck. Why did the prison convoy have to get into an accident?
That's a garage.
Take a deep breath. Deep, pleasantly cool breath.
Yeah, so I don't actually like this. What the fuck is that? This place isn't real, man.
Nearly finished
I'm down there? What does that mean?
Then you can go home and rest. I'll check. Fuck! It's jammed! Doesn't
It's
anyone
not
do
jammed.
maintenance around here? Damn hatch. Damn red Pete. Again.
How messed up is my brain? Because I'm like seeing double again. I've taken like 4 pills today. God, that's gonna make me throw up.
Forgot this thing was standing here. It would be easier if I put things away properly.
Scared the shit out of me.
Damn student lectures and their fucking props.
Can I take more pills before I do the spine exam? I'll take as many as I need. This is gonna make me like vomit everywhere, and it hurts my eyes. Really, are you sleeping, you dumbass? Nope. Probably why the game got 3 stars. I could have swore I had 4 something. There might have been another one that I was looking at. I have like a couple games that I bought today. I bought like 3 or 4.
Sorry for the shit.
Because they were on like sale for
I
like
hope you don't think I'll
87%
grab some
off.
coffee. And now that I have everything I need, I'll move on to revealing the spinal cord.
What if someone killed Ridley? Ridley's probably fine. Ridley just seems like he doesn't do his job and he's sleeping. How the fuck did he cut that? Side? He cut the sides off? Why did I just rip out her spine? I thought I was supposed to be, like, looking at her neck. Return to the autopsy. That's what I'm doing.
Down, Jack. Take it easy. Take your pills.
So now I have to take...
I can't do it without the pills.
It says to return to the autopsy.
Calm down, Jack. Take it easy. Take your pills.
So I do have to take pills then? There's gonna be a demon though. Did someone kill Ridley? Am I better now?
I can see that the spinal cord was not.
God damn.
Hanging didn't negatively affect the condition of the deceased. Ladies and gentlemen, almost over. Now, to sum up and tidy away the body. The direct cause of Samantha Barker's death was a heart attack resulting from an overdose of barbiturates.
That's crazy.
Traces found on the body suggest that the overdose was a deliberate act, following a failed attempt to hang herself. The
I was
autopsy
wrong.
found no evidence or genetic materials indicating that death could have been the result of an attack. Third-party involvement must be excluded.
Suicide and OD, it was 2 things. Okay, well, overdose is the cause of death. Yes, technically it was a suicide, but I can only pick one thing, and it was an overdose. Barbiturate overdose, to be exact. So, I'm aware I can only pick one thing in the payout. That's not a scam. It was an overdose. If it was the strangulation one, okay, then that would have been that one. But it was an overdose. What a cheater. I'm not cheating, okay? From now on, we will wait until the possible cause of death are listed, okay? And then we will make predictions based off of what they give us. I think it's more fun to go off of, before we know anything at all, we take a guess. But I guess that way we can have, like, actual bullet points. We can now start going off of that.
Autograph, and we can start sewing.
This is so hard. Just pretend this is boner. That looks pretty cool.
In the 1950s and 1960s, the use of barbiturates for suicide was actually quite common. I think it was most talked about after the death of Marilyn Monroe. At home, it was a help and comfort. On death row, a farewell to the convicts.
Marilyn Monroe's barbs?
That's the way it goes. It isn't the drug, but the dose that makes the poison. Well, we're done for today. Thank you for your attention. Tiring day. I can feel those hunger pains coming on. I guess I'll have to pick something up along the way. A nightcap will do me good. Good night, Mr. Ridley. The police will pick up the body.
See, Ridley's fine.
In the morning.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Ridley, how long do you work here?
I guess there are actually two
Like
things
hours.
in this world you can be certain of. Death
Alright.
and Ridley's reluctant attitude. Alright, maybe three things.
I left my gloves and everything on. Only 5 chapters and 5 autopsies. Does that include the prologue?
So cold. I guess I should have brought my jacket to work. This block can be quite intimidating when it's so quiet.
What floor do I live on? That thing? Because of it? I don't remember. How far up do I go? Oh. Is that mine? Is this the top floor? Oh, okay.
What? What?
I closed that.
Fuck! But I locked it.
Ooh,
I'm sure of it.
that's tough.